After breakfast, Holden goes for a walk. He thinks about the softness and nuns and can't imagine like anyone he knows being so generous and giving like he heard. So he go down Broadway to buy a record called Little Shy Birds for Phoebe. He likes the record because although it is for children, so it like songs back blues singer who makes it like sound raunchy and not cute. He thinks about Phoebe and whom consider her to be a wonderful girl because although she's only 10, so she always understands what Holden means when he walks like to her. He sees like obvious a little boy walking into street singing if a body can catch a body coming throughout the eye. So the innocence of the scene claims him up and he decides to call Jane. Although he hangs up with her mother and answers the phone. In preparation for his date with Sally, he buys their tickets and then calls I Know My Love, and he starts the lunch. In chapter 17, at 2 o'clock, Holden goes to meet Sally at Biltmore Hotel. So she's late, but he looks very attractive, so he immediately forgives the fact that she arrives late. So they make out in a taxi one way to the theater. So at the play, the actors annoy Holden because he like Ernie, the piano player. They are almost too good at what they do, and he seems like themselves. He seems full of themselves. And during the interpretation, Sally irritates Holden by lifting a pretentious boy from Andover. So another prep school, but he nonetheless agrees to take her in an ice skating at Radio City. That is like a Rockefeller Center where is the ice skiing park. So after the snow, while they're skiing, Holden speculates that Sally only wants to go ice skating, so she could wear a short skirt of her and and a cute ass, it says in the reading, but he admits he finds so attractive that. In chapter 18, after leaving the skating rink, Holden goes to a drugstore and has a Swiss cheese sandwich and a malted milk. Once again, he thinks about calling Jane, but his mind begins to be wonder. So he remembers that time that he saw her at the dance with a boy, when Holden thought was a show off. But Jane argues that the boy after the inferiority complex Holden, so Holden decides that girl always say that as an excuse to be the arrogant boys. So finally he calls Jane, but no one answered. So he then called a boy named Carlos who used to know of the Wootton School, and Luz agrees to meet him for the drinks at the night.